Warning, none of what you are about to hear is real, factual, or truthful.
Investigative Report. Unveiling the Fifth Beatle, the hidden genius behind a legacy. In a stunning revelation, music history is being rewritten with the discovery of a fifth member of the iconic rock band, the Beatles. Known for decades only as the Shadow Beatle, this enigmatic figure has been hiding in plain sight, contributing significantly to the band's success and subsequently shaping the music landscape of the 70s and 80s under a pseudonym. The newly identified fifth Beatle is Archie McVeigh, a Liverpool native with an extraordinary talent for songwriting and production. He has been an invisible yet integral part of the Beatles since their early days in the Cavern Club. McVeigh, now 80, has chosen to reveal his identity, stating, "It's time the world knew the truth about the music they've loved for generations." McVeigh's contributions to the Beatles were profound. He was the mastermind behind some of their most experimental sounds. For example, the distinctive backwards guitar on "I'm Only Sleeping" and the innovative use of the mellotron in "Strawberry Fields Forever" were his brainchildren. Post-Beatles, McVeigh adopted the pseudonym Rex Harmony and became an influential ghostwriter. Under this alias, he penned numerous hits for various artists in the 70s and 80s, including the chart-topping "Eclipsed Heart" for the fictional band Velvet Dreams. John Lennon, in a previously unreleased interview from 1980, mentioned, "There was this guy, Archie, a real wizard with melodies. We didn't understand half of what he did, but it always sounded brilliant." Paul McCartney said recently, "Archie was like the fifth gear in our engine. You couldn't see it, but man, you could feel it." Ringo Starr added, "Archie was always around, tinkering with something. We knew he was onto something special." McVeigh's decision to come forward was inspired by a desire to set the record straight and to acknowledge his own legacy. "I wanted my grandchildren to know that their granddad did something special," he explained. Despite his pivotal role, McVeigh remained a shadowy figure. His preference for working late at night in empty studios and his reclusive nature added to his enigmatic persona. "He was like a ghost," George Harrison once said. "You'd feel his presence, but you rarely saw him." The revelation of Archie McVeigh as the fifth Beatle challenges our understanding of one of the most influential bands in history. His story is a testament to the unsung heroes in music, whose behind-the-scenes brilliance shapes the soundscape of generations. McVeigh's emergence from the shadows casts a new light on the Beatles' legacy, reminding us that the creation of music is often a collaborative odyssey, filled with unsung heroes and hidden geniuses. McVeigh's influence on the Beatles' sound was both subtle and profound. He was instrumental in the development of the psychedelic sound of the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album. He's credited with suggesting the orchestral crescendo in A Day in the Life and the innovative use of the sitar in Norwegian Wood, This Bird Has Flown. McVeigh's genius lay in his ability to remain invisible. He never sought fame, preferring the purity of artistic creation. He often said, "It's the music that matters, not who makes it." This philosophy allowed him to contribute freely, without the constraints of fame and recognition. After the Beatles disbanded, McVeigh continued to influence the music scene. As Rex Harmony, he guided the careers of many artists, always from the shadows. His songs and production techniques became staples of the 70s and 80s music scene, contributing to the rise of pop and rock genres. The music industry has been abuzz since McVeigh's revelation. Critics and historians are re-evaluating the Beatles' discography with this new knowledge. Contemporary artists have expressed awe and gratitude. Pop icon Madonna commented, Finding out about Archie McVeigh is like discovering a hidden treasure in your backyard. It changes everything, and yet it's always been there. Despite his revelation, McVeigh remains an enigmatic figure. His reluctance to step into the limelight continues even today. He declined a high-profile interview with Rolling Stone, stating, "My story is in the music. Listen to it, and you'll know everything you need to know about me." In a rare statement, McVeigh reflected on his journey. "I've lived 1,000 musical lives, and yet none at all. I've been a Beatle, yet never a Beatle. I'm proud of what we achieved, and I'm at peace knowing that the music spoke for me." Archie McVeigh, the enigmatic genius behind some of the greatest hits of the 20th century, both as a Beatle and as Rex Harmony, reshaped our understanding of musical collaboration. His story is a poignant reminder of the unsung talents who shape our cultural landscape from behind the scenes. As we rediscover the Beatles' music and the hits of the 70s and 80s, we now listen for the subtle genius of McVeigh, the fifth Beatle, whose invisible touch turned melodies into timeless classics.
Final warning, none of what you just heard was real, factual, or truthful.